Hey. So we're gonna be doing War Thunder arcade battles. Gonna show you how to play the Japanese this time. They're the last nation I've gotten to. Um. For several reasons. And we're gonna go hunt bombers in the beginning. Then we'll get to the zeros after I get shot down. And those of you who have watched my British review will note that I am very unhappy with low-speed, high maneuverability aircraft, and am of the opinion that the Spitfire is one of the worst planes in the game. Obviously, there are people that will disagree with me. There's always a stupid person somewhere saying something stupid. But with... Holy shit, that's a lot of bombers. Oh my god, why couldn't I be on the enemy team? Good lord, I have never seen something like that before in my life. Wow. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I don't like the Zero is one of the worst planes in the game in my opinion. It's not that bad, but I mean it's awe-inspiring. It does what it does well, very well. But it's a one-trick pony, and that one trick is extremely easy to counter. Plenty of bombers on that team as well. This Mustang looks like he wants my PP. And I don't want to give him my PP. I'm gonna go head on with this Mustang because this Mustang clearly doesn't know what kind of heat I'm packing. For those of you that don't know, I am packing a 57mm anti-tank gun. And I missed. Fuck. Alright, well. I never said I was a good shot. In fact, I'm pretty sure I very frequently talk about how I'm a bad shot. If I was a good shot, though, his wings would be scattered all over the place. Sort of zeros. Some people's favorite planes. Not really my favorite planes. And a lot of people, myself included, say that if you're going to play American aircraft, you have to learn how to climb. I'm also of the very firm impression that if you want to play Japanese aircraft, you have to learn how to climb. Why? The Zero has absolutely no capacity whatsoever to exploit an altitude advantage. Its top speed is way too low. There isn't a plane in this game. Most bombers can dive away from it and outrun it. So you are not going to be catching anything in a dive. But if somebody gains the altitude advantage on you, you're going to die a painful, brutal death, and you're never going to be able to put your guns on them at all the entire game. Because they're just not going to let you. They're never going to slow down enough for you to attack them. Well, there are some counterexamples, and there are Mustang pilots who fly at very low altitude and try and climb vertically after Zeros that are way above them. This guy's fucking stupid. Alright, well, basically when you're flying a Zero, you're going to be killing absolutely nothing except stupid players that don't climb. Oh my god, I suck ass. Wow. That was absolutely brutal. And that Mustang probably built enough energy in that dive, and I lost enough energy in that dive. You could probably zoom after me if you really wanted to. Luckily, he's not smart enough to know he has the ability to do that. Oh god, I am not a fan of this plane. Ugh. Like I said, the only people you're going to be able to kill are other turn fighters and people that are stupid enough to end up at low altitude. That's it. That's all you can do with this plane. We're going to see if we can outturn this other Zero pilot. I'm confident I can, or at least match him at the worst. I have a massive energy advantage on him, and he's distracted. Massive energy advantage plus my enemy not paying attention equals me win. And this Thunderbolt, see how he's barely closing on me? He has an energy advantage. Not enough that he can get away from me if this goes wrong for him, and I'm in a zero, so unless he kills me on the first pass, it's going to go wrong for him. Gonna dive for speed, I make myself a somewhat more difficult target, but I'm in a zero, I'm not gonna gain shit in that dive. Whoa! And I'm gonna turn. Is this Thunderbolt? Holy fucking shit. See what I mean? These are the people you're going to kill. The only people you're going to be able to kill are the people that are so dumb. I was gonna say, the only people you're ever going to be able to kill are the people that are so fucking dumb, they try and turn with a zero while they're in a Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, those people are so fucking dumb, more often than not, they're gonna crash themselves into the ground. And I don't like competing with those people. There's a reason I play aircraft that do best at high altitude. It's because I like to climb in the beginning of the game. And why do I climb in the beginning of the game? Get the fuck away from people like that. Those people, oh my god. It's fucking brutal. But the type of person that will engage a zero at low altitude while they barely have an energy advantage on that zero and then proceed to attempt to turn with the zero. I mean, those are the only people you're going to be able to kill. You're never, ever going to be able to kill a person like me because I'm just not going to let you. At no point in time will you have the opportunity. I'd be somewhere up there zooming on people. And if I ever set my sights on you, the only thing you can do is pitch up to go head on with me, and then I'll zoom away from you before I end up in range. And then we'll just rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. The only way you can avoid that is if you climb to high altitude with me, in which case I'm going to dive away from you. There's no in hell you can catch me. If you follow me, you'll lose all your speed, and I'll end up with the energy advantage regardless of how much altitude you started with. Or you're going to pull up, go back to high altitude, and we'll rinse and repeat as I kill off all your allies in between your zoom passes on me until you get bored and either follow me for too long, in which case I reverse the energy advantage and kill you, or you screw up and I just kill you, or I can make a mistake and you might get me, but I'm not the kind of person. Well, last game I did make a mistake like that, but a bow fighter had to exploit it. And is this 190 gonna try and fight me? Does he not see the energy I have? I don't really want to get into a turn fight with both these guys at the same time, so I'm gonna try to split them. Actually, no, I'm just gonna kill this 190. Good lord, I'm a bad shot. Oh, and he got my elevator. Fuck. Alright then. I can't tell you how much I want to play the 190 right now. But this isn't about the Germans, this is a review of the Japanese. The maneuverability is incredible, and when somebody's fucking dumb enough to try... Alright, that 190, when he saw how much altitude I had on him, if he was half a fucking brain, he would have gone, well, this isn't gonna work, and turned around and dove away. And I would have never gotten anywhere near in range of him. And I would have just been completely irrelevant, and it wouldn't have mattered. Both of those two kills I've got were fucking idiots that saw zero at equal or greater energy advantage and just went, hey, you know, maybe it might fucking work. I mean, obviously it's not, it's a zero. When you try and fight zeros while you're on an even energy advantage, you lose. So people just don't do that, and then the zero never wins. It's that easy. They're so easy to deal with. The only people you're ever going to even have the chance to fight are dumb people that don't understand how to deal with zeros. I just don't have enough options. I mean, don't get me wrong. This plane, I mean, wow.